pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds.
Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. We're back. I know it. We're back for another Bam Woman show live with Jen and Toyia. How's it going, Jen?
It's going. It's going. Look, y'all, I'm here. Here, and I'm very grateful. I thank God for where He's placed me, and I'm growing. And yeah,
look, you look great. Like you're glowing as well. Like I'm loving just everything.
Yes,
I'm excited. Oh man.
Yes, I'm very excited for the new journey. Very excited for what is in store for me. I am just a little bit scared, but you gotta have just a little bit of that, just to, kind of keep you humble just a little bit,
Yeah.
But no, everything is great. Everything is working the way that it's supposed to. So I'm very grateful. I do miss Tyler though. Don't get me wrong. I miss being around you and Cree. I miss being around my family.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna say that I don't.
But you know what? I feel like change. Sometimes you have to get away from environments to change and for things to happen and go the way God originally had it planned.
That part.
Because I know, like, I let self get in the way a lot. And I know, just we all do. But yeah.
We do.
I'm excited though about your journey and everything you got going on, girl.
I know. Look, y'all stay tuned. That's all I can say because it's a lot. There's a lot going on. If you are in the DFW area, let me go ahead and put this out here right now since I'm on here.
Yes.
If you are in the DFW area, Denton, Louisville, wherever you are, if you're in this area, y'all come on out to God's Nation because we are doing some big things. We've got Easter coming up. We've got our Galentine's Day lock-in.
Talk about that a little bit.
Weekend. So,
talk about the Galentine's a little bit.
All my women, all my girls, aunties, grandmothers, mothers, sisters, aunts, bring your daughters. It is going to be an amazing time. We're looking at having some fun and just, being around female energy, being around female, just loving on each other. Okay, because that's what we're gonna do. So
and that's what we're supposed to do. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, today's show we have the beautiful Michelle Lovett. She is a 3-time best-selling author. She has a series of books: Life, Love, Lockup, Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. She is a social media influencer. She is a celebrity. She is just an all-around amazing woman. And we are excited to talk to her, hear her story, her journey a little bit. So without further ado, Michelle Lovett.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
I'm over here just trying to videotape y'all and celebrate. Sorry, I have to celebrate.
Yes. So let us know who Michelle Lovett is.
Let's see. Who do you want me to ask, myself or the people out there? No. First of all, I am a child of God. I tell them all the time. Without Him, there is no Michelle. There is no Mimi. There is no vision for me to even be able to obtain provision. So I'm a child of God, first of all. These days, I am a 3-time best-selling author. I have to pinch myself sometime. I know it seems like, is she for real? Yeah, because I can't believe it, right? Award-winning actress and a keynote speaker, motivational speaker, I guess they would call it, a publisher, producer, a TV channel owner, online health, wellness, and beauty supply owner as well. And I'm telling you, I'm just living my best life. I am a lupus survivor, warrior is what I like to call it. I've been through a whole lot. And now it is just the time. God says, I like to tell people that I believe and I know for myself that everything happens in God's timing. So we be wanting it to happen, but it will actually happen when God is ready. So I just have to say he's ready and he's an on-time God.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
And then these days, God helped me to, they say I'm a social media influencer. And let me just say while I pause and laugh at it, I don't know. I've been on this journey. I call it the roller coaster, right? And so I've had my thugged out days. I didn't take that down, and I'm sure. Listen, I'm just learning all this stuff, y'all. I first of all, I did a lot of things on my own. I understood that I was supposed to invest in my career, but I kept running into like I call it clowns and people that want to play with me. And I'm from the 305, so I ain't been holy all my life. So therefore, yeah, no. So therefore, I have to watch who I put in my space and who I'm allowing to get my pocketbook because I work
Come
hard for
on.
mine. So
That's right.
so I did some investing in myself because I'm one of them people that like to just bless others. You know, I'm not just one that say it. I truly believe in it. I stand on it, and I know what it has done for me. See, I go by that golden rule: treat people how you want to be treated. Just a lot of times it's not reciprocated when it comes to me, but God is showing me that in this new season, everything attached to me wins. So he's putting me in the forefront and blessings are being showered down upon me. I will say though, since I have invested in my career, yes, it has went to other levels. And I just say with elevation comes separation. I said this on Southern Bell Radio last week because it's real. I realized that God had truly elevated me. I remember at our first book lunch, the host looked at me and she said, I want to give you a prophecy. And I said, fine, only because I had already watched her and scoped out and said my prayer. Because I listen, not anybody can tell me, I want to give you a prophecy. I look at you like, because I don't know if you in line with God. Maybe somebody
Okay.
give you a prophecy.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a prophecy, and next thing you know, your hair falling out. No, we're not doing that. So therefore, therefore, I watch you, okay? And so what she said to me was, you're going to have to become unaccessible in the months to come. Now that was very hard for me. Toyia and Jen, I like to say something new on people's show every time I go on a show, and I know I do a lot of shows, so I love to talk, and I have to put things in reserve so I can say something new every time. So today I'm releasing this. And so when she told me that, I kind of thought like, what is she talking about? Everybody calls me. It's a norm for me all my life. You know, and it's crazy because I'm the baby of my family. So if it went from family ships to friendships to business ships, people always need to call Michelle, right? And so I begin to say, well, I guess I'm just that connector, you know? And then my friend said, no, I believe you the gift. And I said, wait a minute, now, I don't know. But I do understand all that they're saying. And so I've had experiences where I had to put it into play. And what I mean by that is, as I saw my career go up and elevate, I then separated from some things and people and places. A lot of times I have to go into isolation, especially to be able to write the way I need to write. Because truly, I never had a dream of being an author. I mean, I'm just being real. Now, acting, yes, I tapped in because I tapped in at an early age. But as I started to think about the things, even as a young girl, like in high school and everything, the teachers would always tell me, you're a great writer. I used to win all these oratorical contests, pageants and stuff, and I would speak and I would write my speeches, and I'd done it even in college. So I said, well, that does kind of line up with me being an author. Because I'll be honest, I wanted to use the same name, Life, Love, and Lockup. But baby, I was trying to do it like a reality show. Okay. Way before I was a producer now. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. I just wanted them to know that I became locked up after my mom passed. I didn't understand. I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't even know the lady was sick. Then a year later, my brother, right? And then the same year, me having that surgery that, I mean, I'm thinking, what's happening here? thank God my mindset isn't like, oh man, I just wish I had a baby and all of that, because there are women that go through that. And so it's God give me vision and I press forward. I'm going to be doing some things concerning female issues and how do we deal with coming out of a situation where you're kind of forced, because I was kind of forced to have this hysterectomy only to find out a year later, well, we probably didn't have to do that because now we find out that you have lupus. But then I just detected it all the way back, because when I do the research, I'm like, well, you know what? I came from older parents. I hate to be like this, but it's real. My mom and my dad, they get mad at me. God bless dad. Mama's gone now. But dad certainly gets mad when I say this, but it's true. We come from this Baptist background, church, so much that mama didn't even tell me that, you know what, one day, because I guess she didn't believe I'd have it so that soon at like 5th grade. One day you'll have what they call a menstrual cycle. So I didn't even know about that. So my point is, my mom, it's not that they neglect me or say, oh, we're not going to take you to a doctor, but at that particular time, that just was like, okay, you have cramps? Okay, whatever. Like, right? And the cramps were kind of related to me having lupus because the flare-ups and stuff like that. But if you don't ask for to be tested for lupus, you will never know, because it's not just something they just do. You know what I mean? Like a routine. Right. And then it's okay because, like, I'd say about 2 or 3 years ago, one of my siblings, she was hurting so bad, and I told her, I said, listen, if you're getting these purple marks, you need to be tested for what they call lupus. And she said, I don't have no lupus. You need to stop saying it. This is just the type of family I come from. She said, you need to stop saying it. Them folks don't even know what they talking about. What's a lupus? A lupus is me flaring up. A lupus is me. I know sometimes I might attack folks. And I didn't even realize that. And as I began to do the research, I'm not crazy. I just thought I was crazy. No, I'm not crazy. This aligns up with this disease. This thing that you wake up feeling diseased every day of your life. And then I just had to also tell God, thank you, Jen and Toyia, because I'm able to really understand what my dad goes through as a cancer surviving patient. Mm-hmm. So we both go on this journey every day, waking up with these diseases, these monsters that makes us feel dis-ease. But, I believe that when you are planted and rooted and grounded in God and your faith, it'd be shaken sometime. It'd be tested sometime. I know that you might have some pastors on the line and they tell you, Toyia and Jen, go to the Lord. It won't do it. Oh, but yes, it will. And so I have to tell someone that I've been tested, tried and true, and sometimes it seems like on a daily basis. I kind of broke things down and said, I think I'm only okay 3 months out the year. My friend said, don't say something like that. I said, well, it's the truth. You got my mom dead from July. Then the next month, my mind's thinking about all that went on the month after her death, right? And then it's my birthday, so I'm kind of happy. Then it's my sister's death, and then it's my brother's death. And it's like, okay, all these anniversaries back to back. And I thought about it one day. I said, you know what? We really went through a whole lot, but I can make it. And to a person that's been through those kind of things or going through it, I like to shed light on it and let them know that they can make it. I mean, I didn't even know about Toyia. And so when she shared her story with me about, well, I don't have my mom. She don't know or have an idea, but it lifted my spirits, because again, I know people that don't have moms, but again, I'm the baby. Me and my mom was extremely close. And I kind of search out a lot of times for answers. Like, how do you get through that? Mm-hmm. Because there was a period I went through where the lockup, it involved me taking prescription pills. This is what the doctor gave me for lupus, for my surgery. But I started to get what they call just all the way strung out on it because I was trying to get rid of the pain. I was trying. And then when I realized, I'm like, you know what? It's like drinking. Listen, I've been the one to get that whole bottle now. I've done everything besides take it to church, okay? But I can remember times being in church. I done said, thank you, God. But I'm like, oh, I hope we hurry up going home. I hope they don't talk to nobody at church today because I'm trying to get to the bottle. Get to the bottle so that I can stay numb to all that was going on. Because there was periods of time in my life where I felt so alone. Um, and so when people see me smiling today, I tell them, well, you just don't know my story. And I guess that's why I was able to become a bestseller. People was dying to get these books and see what the heck was inside of them. But my mindset was, now they said, if you ever want to hide something, place it in a book.
They did. So with Life, Love, and Lockup, you touched on the title just a little bit, like, and you have it compiled with other authors and other stories, right? So how did that come about? You collaborating with other people to be willing and open to share their story in a book and write about it.
Well, this is no lie. I told it last week, and people crack up at me. But I was on one of my binges, and actually, I think they were getting ready to take me down to the station. It was in Albany, Georgia. I'm fighting somebody, I don't know. And the very next day, I received an email from my coach, which is C. Nathaniel Brown, and he's like I think like 17th time best-selling author. And he said, you need to do a book, Michelle. Let's have a meeting. And I said, man, listen here. I just got through getting ready to be apprehended last night. I'm not thinking about no book or nobody else. I'm just being real with you. And he said, yeah, but see, that will take your mind off some things. And so you think, well, all right, whatever. So we began to talk. And then I said, you know what? You remember it was like within that same year, but we worked on this project for like a year or two. I said, it's called Women on the Rise, All Access. I said, so I did a collaboration book with them. Instead of me doing this reality show, let me turn it into a book. And then I said, and I'm not going to do it by myself because I was afraid, just like plenty other authors, they're afraid. Now, I was afraid of what the world would do. I ain't going to lie, because I keep it real, just like I require those that are going to share their story, keep it real. I might even do an investigation because I want real stories, because there are people out here hurting for real, and their stories may connect with yours or whatever, and then they'll be blessed because it's more than just getting some money off a book for me. In fact, I do something that they've never really done. I'm the curator that shares half of the profit of the book with the rest of the co-authors, meaning, right, and so I've never really got into depth with this on anybody's show, but people know this about me, about sharing the profit. But I can tell you, like, if a book costs $20, then I give them 10, okay, and I keep the 10. Now, I always tell people there is a guy, he's like a Les Brown, but in my eyes, Trevor Otts, who gave me the title curator coach. But then he looked at me and said, but girl, you ain't gonna never get rich if that's what you're looking for, because you sit up here giving them all your money. I said, well, for me, I'm just gonna stick to having the vision that God planted. I can tell you that somebody giving me a $20 bill or even 30, because I'm just being honest, I'm a former hustler, so that's nothing for me, okay? It warms my heart more to see the co-authors' excitement. Oh my God, we did it. We're bestsellers. Listen, everybody God told me half of them. I didn't even know. God said, go get that one, go get that one. Now I've seen them around about, or maybe I do acting, so maybe they've been shared sets with me. I'm not sure. But I would go up to them and say, okay, God, you sure this person? Again, I don't even know these folks, okay? I don't even know what they're going to bring to the table. But to see how they react, just signing the book, okay? Because again, I do it different than most curators. I don't just say, hey, I'm the author of this book. I believe that we all compiled together are the authors. I share that platform with them. And then just to see their smiles on their face, that's what does my heart all the good. So I did the first book. We got work to do. So I provide the titles and the subtitles. And I said we got work to do because we got work to do as a nation, as race, and as a gender. And, and days to come, months to come, I probably share a whole lot more around that title because I was really starting with me. I had work to do. I had to get up. And those same people that I went to go knock on and say, listen, you need to come on do this project with me. I know we don't know each other like that, but let me tell you how this goes. God sent me to tell you, okay? And it's even like Angelita, we named her Pretty Preacher after that. She's a pastor, and she's taking off. To be honest with you, it's about 50 of them up under me, Toyia and Jen, and all of these people have taken off. And so it does my heart good to go and see them. We're like a family. So volume one is 10 different women with 10 different powerful stories.
And that's great that you've given them a platform to be able to share their story, and that you're willing to, share the proceeds with them, and just help them to gain that exposure and just step out, because sometimes it's hard to share your story and tell, everything that you've gone through or been through. But yeah, we're going to take a quick ad break, and then we're going to come back and get you to talk a little bit about your acting, and then we are going to let you go because I know you have a lot of stuff to do today.
Well, as any day, all right? Same
we'll
thing.
Be right back.
Right.
Alrighty, we're back.
Welcome back, everybody. Listen, those ads, I absolutely love them.
Me too.
I know, and people, we have ad spots available. Yeah,
yes,
for you to advertise during the show. So yeah. Let's talk about your acting career just a little bit. And then after that, we will get your contact information and how people can reach you, book you for engagements, book signings, and all that.
All right. Well, my acting, like I tell you, I tapped into it at an early age. Again, we lived inside the church, okay? And so every time they have like Easter, Christmas, all these things, oh my goodness. They got me up there. My parents got me up there playing somebody out. and so
I think that was most of us. I think we went to church on those.
Yeah.
That's why when people be like, you can sing, I'm like, I don't think so, but I've heard them sing so much that I probably obtained a little tune or two, okay? Just like, I mean, listen, you got like when you kids, maybe not over there with y'all in Texas, but man, we used to be picking at the preachers, okay? My brother who passed, God bless him, he had a mega church and he was a pastor. So, I always just had to pick at the pastors with the tune because that's what would keep me up in church. I'm just being real. So I just tapped into my acting, and as an adult, when I moved to Atlanta, I knew that it was like the Mecca city for acting and stuff like that. Now, God has been mighty, mighty, mighty good to me. They tell me I'm a natural. I like to believe it. But I can just say, like, when Tyler Perry first opened up his studio, well, I was one of the very first ones to go out there and be on set. And actually, I did Divorce Court at that time. Judge Tolliver. But I've done maybe about, I'd say, 8 stage plays in Atlanta. And out of the 8, I would say 6 of them I was the lead. I teamed up with a director who has passed now, but he saw so much in me. He's the one really made me go to another level. He had a bus wrapped in with my picture and name, and we're down there in some part of Florida, I don't know. But that was the first time I really felt like stardom. And then one time on the stage play, when we did it at the Epic Center with Mr. Evans. I mean, now that was probably the start of my new Instagram, because I have other Instagrams. But and I was in the dressing room, and I'm like, "What, child? That's a real dressing room." Because I'm here to tell you, I done stage plays. Shout out to Miss London. She knows she my star. But baby, I tell them, honey, if you can go through her academy, you can get through anything. Because baby, I done had to take off my, thank God I'm kind of boyish. Had to take off your clothes in front of other castmates. I mean, because listen, we was getting it from the mud. I mean, we might be in the place, in the radio station doing the play. I'm dead serious about this. I'm dead serious. Listen, we done been in spots where, man, the toilet's overrunning, and we got to run over there to Quick Trip, okay? But I'm loyal like that. So staying with Miss London and perfecting my craft with her and everything. Because listen, I didn't even know about a headshot. Better less cared. I'm just being honest. See, I had the name all along and the following in Atlanta. So a lot of times people just cast me like, she'll sell a bunch of tickets. First on your show, I told it. Listen, and I already knew the deal, but I also knew, and I wouldn't want any actress to hear this that's starting off. I also knew that people like Denzel, people like Regina King, they started like this, okay? Like, you got to build that name, then you got to get those followers, okay? If you can't sell no ticket, nobody wants you on their production, period. That's how it goes. Yeah. No, I'm not from Atlanta, but I was out there. I knew people. And sometimes I'd be at the strip club like, hell, we got this play going on. Y'all need to come on over. Now, I wasn't in the strip club working, but I was working, okay? I was working, selling the tickets and everything. And then I've done about 3 or 4 movies. And so in one of my really good friends' voices, and she's also in the book that's getting ready to come out of ours, Volume 4, Cracked But Not Damaged, dropping February 22nd. We've had so many dates, pushbacks, and everything else, but we won't allow it to continue. So February 22nd, we're going to drop the book, the most highly anticipated book of the year. Trust me.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Yes, congratulations.
We are yes, congratulations. Woo! Like, that is awesome. Like, your career span is just, it's amazing. It's amazing. It is.
Hey, so how can people... Hey, wait a minute now. We can't neglect that I'm a BAM woman. See, I don't want to let me be a BAM woman. I think
you are a BAM woman.
I started this. I go around to everybody like, listen, I'm a BAM woman in Texas, okay? No, that's like how serious it is to me. You okay?
Yes, you are a BAM woman.
But I have my freaking bag, yo. I be dead serious about it. Bam!
Look, we thank you.
Listen, we love you for it.
We do. We love you, girl. Yes. Now let our viewers know how they can reach out to you and book you.
Yes. Okay, absolutely. Now I would love to tell you that, like, link up with my PR, the Toyia over there, okay? Who's one of the best in the industry. Dead serious. Because she probably can help you best. She probably help you best booking me, okay? But you can also go to what I would call it, MEMEENT at gmail.com. So MEMEENT at gmail.com. All right. You can also reach out via phone, which is 404-704-5878. We are taking some bookings right now. I can tell you, Toyia got me scratched, and I love it. But you can find me there, book me there. You can go on Mimi all over and the number 2. So it's MEMEALLOVER and the number 2 on Instagram, where we're tracking about 90,000 followers. Wow. And then you could go on Facebook, and it's up under author Michelle Lovett. Now I like to tell this to people too. Listen, I don't buy followers. I just don't even believe in it. I had to tell a girl this the other day. I said, listen, why would I buy the followers if I was going to buy them on Instagram? I buy them on Facebook too, okay? But what you have to do is just build it up. See, get the people something they really want to look at. So that's kind of how mine was.
Okay, so how long did it take you to get that many followers? Because I think people think that it's an instant thing. Once you get on Instagram, once you get on Facebook, the people are just going to love you instantly. How long did it take you to get up to that 90,000 followers?
Well, it took me a lot of years, because let me say it this way. Again, if you go out there, you'll see me Mimi all over, not the number 2, just go Mimi all over. And I've been off of that particular Instagram for about 3 to 4 years. I mean, I'm dead serious, and I still have following over there. It just takes time. With my new one, listen, I would shout other people out. I would be like, go follow this person, right? And then that builds it because you're adding them and their followers are watching it. I can't give all the secrets because I'm gonna have me a class soon. Right. But yeah, but it did take some time. And again, you have to really be on it. Even Toyia has helped me here lately because I'm stretching myself so thin lately. But I used to be on there doing posts nonstop. I'm into network marketing, so I would always be on there talking about that tea that people really think that is a joke or something. No, it really helps, and it really gives you some money. Okay, I flipped it like I was flipping dime bags. Okay, so I'd be on there talking about that. I'd be on there talking about my hair. I'd show them I'm at the club. I'd show them I'm at the church. People like real things. So to answer your question, it just took some years, but you just have to keep it going. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I love it.
I think there's something that Toyia calls, listen, I am a college graduate, okay, everybody? I am in the National Honor Society, but I'm shot out. So, but there's this thing that Toyia called content creativity. I think that's what it's called. And so that's another secret. If you get that and start putting those kind of things on your social media, or all the pretty pictures y'all take, honey, I need to be a model like them, baby, and put them cute pictures on there. Then you got the men following you, and even some women that really will celebrate other women. Then they'll sit back and be like, "Child, let me see what Bam doing today. Let me see what Toyia and Jen doing today." Straight like that. That's how it goes, Yeah. And everywhere I go, that's the last secret I give. Everywhere I go, regardless if I have the business card or not, I'll be like, hey, you on Instagram? And they be like, okay. You on Facebook? Go and follow me. Come on now. Because I'm telling you, like, I don't think I'm ever going to be the celebrity like, this is one of my good friends. I know she wouldn't mind me using her. Rashida walks in the building and everybody's like, oh, that's Rashida, right? I got movies. I'm on IMDb. I tell people IMDb. I'm her in real life, right? I'm out here standing on God's word, right? I'm the real boss setter and the general at the same time with all these businesses because I'm doing it just with me and God for real and my 78-year-old dad, right? But I tell you like this. It was at the Ultimate Women Expo that I really saw it. And I know that we got to go, but Toyia actually saw this as well. There was nobody in the seats, okay? And I told them people, I'm not about to get up there. I'm trying to talk to some seats. All these folks crazy, okay?
She did.
And then you had Lucretia call me. She said, they say your name. They call your name. But I'm in the backstage, right? I say, I know. And I'm going to make them call about 3 or 4 more times, then maybe some people will come, right? Then God said, Michelle, remember who I've made you be, okay? Yeah. I promise you. In an instant, he was talking to me. And he told me, just go out there. And I was reminded of that scripture. Just go ahead, because the duty of you is to draw all men to me anyway, right? So I just started telling my story, talking about what I done wrote in these books, telling people about my life experiences. And listen, some of the people stopped doing what they were doing, getting their money at their table, and started zooming and linking in, listening to what little old Michelle had to say, okay? So I just was reminded that God has me on this mission. I got to do what he wants me to do and have that faith. Like I tell people, likes, because see, sometimes, Jen, they get it confused. So likes on Facebook, to me, it never did like pay nobody. It's what you do with the likes that you get, even if you get 5. Sis, I still got a business. Even if I get 2. Sis, I'm still selling these weight shapers. I'm still selling tea. And I still do my NutriBurn, right? Definitely. And keep it going. Yeah. And so that experience taught me a lot. That no matter what, Michelle, if you stay true to who you are and God first and go on the vision that he's giving you, he will provide every time. So that's just it in a nutshell. And I want people to stay tuned, get the book. We're gonna start doing our bosses and bossetta brunches because I know everybody done saw my name, bosses and bossettas, and I see y'all copying the right cat. Okay, I see it. Every brunch they got on there. Boss is this, boss is that. I even see somebody say boss set, and then I guess they had to think about it. They might as well. Because if you go on there, you see copyrights and all that kind of stuff. Let's not play with the name, baby. But stay tuned. Bosses and Bossetta Punches is coming.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too. Thank you.
Make sure that y'all get y'all subscriptions in, and I'm serious, at Band Women Magazine. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that, not because I love these ladies, but because seriously, my sales, my net growth, it elevated since being in her magazine. These people are full of professionalism, and listen, God just shows up with them points for me. So all day, every day, I'm a band woman. Okay. Make sure y'all get y'all subscription inside there, all right?
Yes. Thank you so much for gracing us.
So much, Michelle.
Absolutely. And I want to send a shout out to the Gibson's family. I opted today to just go ahead and do this interview, but Augusta, Georgia is they're really in a hurt space right now. So for those that know the worth of prayer, please send up a prayer for the Gibson family that they lost their daughter, my friend's sister, in a murder. It was like her and her best friend got murdered. And so Augusta, Georgia is dealing with a lot of killings and homicides and murders right now, and it's hitting home. So I wasn't able to be at the funeral today for a lot of reasons, and this is one of the reasons, but I just wanted to send a shout out to them because I'm sure they'll watch the replay. And so long live Mercedes and long live Raven, all right?
Yes, definitely be praying for those families, for sure.
Thank you so much.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, Michelle, and you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
I will, boss lady.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, I don't know. I wake up and I would tell y'all to go ahead and try to book Toyia, but no, baby, I gotta keep up to my sister. She already got enough clients. Am I right about it, Jen? Am I right about it? So I'll try to have a good weekend, but boy, she will keep you busy. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, I love her spirit. Oh my gosh, she's so like a bust of energy, a ball of energy.
Like she's full of it, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Oh my goodness.
She is hilarious. Y'all support her. Support her.
Definitely.
If y'all don't do anything else, please go support her. Go love on her. Go see what she's got going on. And I guarantee you are going to like every bit of it. She is a gem.
Definitely. Do you have anything else, Jen?
No, not this week, but just stay tuned. Listen, y'all, we are so excited. We are gonna have Mama Ali coming.
Yes, to Texas.
We get to host and love on her and share some things with her, and she can share some things with us. So just stay tuned for that. Make sure that you get with Toyia and the Texas African American Museum in Tyler. If you are not in the East Texas area, that is okay. Listen, you can still support, you can still love on them. They're doing great things. And it's a museum full of African American history. It's Black History Month every day at that museum. Okay. So y'all love on them, support them. Make sure that you get the dates and everything and get your money ready because Mama Ali is coming to East Texas. And I'm excited.
February 19th.
February
Saturday.
19th, y'all.
Let's do it. Definitely. And also we'll be celebrating African American men and women for the month of February, starting February 1st, which is next week. Oh my God.
I know. Where did January go?
I don't even know. Ooh. Yes. Well, all right, y'all.
Yes.
Peep our outro.
To push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me loose.